Alrighty guys, I got a small repair job coming in the shop that's going to require the use of our fixture table. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to talk a little bit about fixture tables, some of the tooling, some of the things that I do and don't like about our table, and just some of the ways that I use it to increase production around our shop. So what we have here is our 3-foot by 8-foot Crown Fabrication Fixture Table. I think we picked this table up for under $4,000. These are made in Astoria, South Dakota, which is over by Brookings. This table is a laser cut table. This is 3/8 plate top, 3/8 plate sides, and 1/4 inch webbing on the underside. This is our first fixture table we've had, so overall it's been phenomenal just having a fixture table, being able to clamp things down out in the middle of nowhere. That being said, there are a few things that I don't really care for on this one. One of which being that the legs stick out a little bit further than the side of the table, which makes it a little bit cumbersome when you're trying to sit in a chair and wheel up close to the table. But there's plenty of ways to work around that. Another thing that I'm not really super a fan of is that when they did these sides here, if you look at the top, these holes are set center 1 inch from the edge. And when they did the side plates, they didn't compensate for the material thickness. So from the center of this hole to the edge is 1 3/8 inches. So again, not a huge deal because I don't do a ton of work off the side of the table, but it is something to be aware of that you'll have to work around if you were to purchase one of these tables. Another thing that I'm not a huge fan of is that with the way their legs are fixtured, these holes are somewhat not usable because your fixtures do not reach all the way down through the table. Along with this table, I purchased a decent amount of the Fireball tooling, which if you haven't heard of Fireball tool, you need to go check them out. They have a ton of awesome tooling for fixture tables. A few things that we have here, obviously the strong hand clamps. Those are a must for any table. As well, we got some of the fence blocks. These are the 2 inch by 4 inch fence blocks. And some locating pins. Obviously these things are great for laying out where your parts will be mating up to and getting dimensions accurate. Here is Fireball Tools 1/8 inch increment step block. I believe that's what they call it, or adjustable fence block, however they call it. But it's got grooves cut in the side of it here so that you can make 1/8 inch incremental adjustments. It will lock into place with pins that go in here once you get it set to where you want. That way, if you don't have something that is landing dead on an even number, you can make the adjustments to get things where they need to be. I also got a set of these fence blocks that are adjustable. They have these pins that screw out of the bottom, and you can make adjustments based off of the index marks here to get you your preferred distance away from your holes. So very nice feature there as well. We got some of these 6 inch fence blocks. These ones are really nice because they have a hole that is offset, that is not the same spacing as the rest of these, so that you can use these on a 45-degree angle. Also got some of these pushing fence blocks here, I guess maybe what you call them. Very handy if you have parts that might be warped or something like that, getting them slid over into place. Very handy. Got some of the tall fixturing blocks here as well. These can be utilized, let's see here. Let me see. These can be utilized alongside these blocks as well. Run them in like that, and then you put small fasteners in here to hold them in place for working at elevated heights. There are a ton of different varieties of these tables available. There are guys online that make plasma and laser friendly do-it-yourself version kits that you can purchase online and make them yourself. This one being laser cut, these holes are extremely accurate. Jason with Fireball Tool, he also makes his own tables. They are cast and machined, so they are the truest of the true as far as flatness and hole layout go. This table also has heavy duty leveling feet on it for making sure that your table, you can get it at the right elevation and whatnot, keep everything true. Another nice thing about these fixture tables is if you are purchasing the same brands of tables, odds are they're gonna be made to similar heights. You can link these together. So if you're working on something more extreme than like the offset of this railing here, you could have another table, link it onto the end out here further to get your offsets correct for building, such things as railings and staircases and stuff like that. This table utilizes 5/8 diameter fixtures, and it is set up on a 2-inch grid spacing. There are some different variations there with other tables. Some of them run 3/4 inch tooling, and as well some of them run like a diagonal layout for their hole spacing, so that like for example, you would have this hole, this hole, this hole, this hole, and not this one. It's all a matter of preference there and how you intend to use it, but this one so far has worked out great for us. So we got a quick little repair type job in the shop today. This is a staircase hand railing for one of the contractors here in town. They're doing a job. They got this prefabbed somewhere, and something got missed in the plans because all of these mounts are supposed to be on the opposite side. So we're going through, cutting them off and moving them to the other side. So I made a couple little jigs on the plasma table and brake just to make sure that I maintain the same height. As well, I used this leading edge as a reference when I cut the old ones off, so that way when I swap them to the other side, I don't have to do as much measuring. So hopefully get this one knocked out pretty quick and on to the next one. Let me know if there's anything that I forgot when covering these fixture tables, or if there's anything else you guys would like to know about them. And let me know if you have a fixture table, what are some of the things you do and do not like about your fixture table.